Today, I'm studying the SAT math course on linear equations in one variable. Higher AI will confirm my learning goals and then generate a detailed study plan. So I select the course, recognizing no solution equations.
In this lesson, our learning objectives are to define what no solution means in the context of linear equations, learn how to identify equations that have no solution, and examine examples to reinforce understanding of no solution equations. When we talk about equations, we often assume that there will always be a solution. However, there are certain cases where an equation has no solution at all. This concept is crucial for mastering linear equations, especially for standardized tests like the SAT. The statement is clearly false, which means the original equation has no solution. We call these kinds of equations no-solution equations. In the illustration above, you can see two parallel lines. These lines represent two equations that will never intersect. Because they do not intersect, there are no values of x that satisfy both equations at the same time. This means that the system has no solution. Find the equation 2x plus 3 equals 2x plus 5. Now let's try a more challenging problem to check your understanding of equations that have no solution. Consider the equation. Here is the equation. 4x plus 7 equals 4x plus 10. What do you get when you simplify this equation? This strategy is important because it helps us assess how well you understand the concept of no solution equations, especially in more complex situations. What is the result when you simplify the equation 4x plus 7 equals 4x plus 10? Next, I will walk you through the solution steps of this problem to help you better understand the concept of equations with no solution. Let's start with the equation. 4x plus 7 equals 4x plus 10. Next, we eliminate the variable by subtracting 4x from both sides. This simplifies the equation to 7 equals 10. The statement 7 equals 10 is clearly false. This means there is no value of x that can make the original equation true. In other words, the equation has no solution. Therefore, the equation 4x plus 7 equals 4x plus 10 has no solution. This is a classic example of a no-solution equation, where the variable terms are the same, but the constant terms are different. What does it mean when we say an equation has no solution? Next, I will explain the steps to solve this problem in detail to help you better understand the concept of no-solution equations. Let's start by understanding what infinite solutions mean in linear equations. When an equation has infinite solutions, it means there are countless values for the variable that satisfy the equation. This usually happens when both sides of the equation simplify to the same expression. The equation 2x plus 4 equals 2x plus 4 shows that both sides are exactly the same. This means that no matter what value we assign to x, the equation will always be true. Therefore, this equation has infinite solutions. In this diagram, you can see that both sides of the equation are equal, which confirms that the equation is true for all values of x. This is a true statement, which means the equation holds for all values of x. Therefore, it has infinite solutions. This diagram shows how both equations lead to the same true statement, which confirms that they have infinite solutions. To summarize, infinite solutions happen when all the variable terms cancel out completely, leaving a true statement. This can appear in different forms of equations, as we have seen in the examples.